We do it every night.
Do it. Run your dishwasher with Cascade Platinum to save water and energy. Certified dishwashers use less than 4 gallons of water per cycle. And you can also save up to $130 per year on your energy bill. Cascade Platinum.
Only Daisy Cottage cheese will do. Only Daisy Cottage cheese will do. So creamy and delish. Only Daisy Cottage cheese.
I'm in Hawaii with Vanessa Lachey, the first female lead of the NCIS franchise.
That's right, and only E.T. is hanging out on set.
Look at our girl, Vanessa. She's a former ET correspondent. Now, she's breaking ground on NCIS.
Boss lady, join us tomorrow for that conversation, guys. It's a lot of fun. And we've got some cool visitors coming to our new set, the Lawrence brothers. Haven't seen those fellas together in a minute. And the return of Leslie Jordan. How y'all doing?
Now, before we go, the Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner classic, The Bodyguard, is getting a
Happening now. A lengthy and somewhat contentious budget discussion today ended with one new council member not even casting a vote. Why, he says he refused to.
Now that SAISD Superintendent Pedro Martinez is leaving, where does that leave COVID testing? Coming up, how testing has changed students' lives.
And I'll be back in a bit to talk about our rain chances. And you know, we've been hinting at a possible cold front for next week. I'll have an update on that as well. The News at 5 starts right now.
First at 5, confusion on the southern border. Today, Governor Greg Abbott said he was shutting down 6 points of entry along the U.S.-Mexico border, citing a request by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Now he says that's actually not the case.
This after a CPB spokesperson said they had no plans to shut down any ports of entry. In an emailed statement, Governor Abbott says he issued the order to, quote, stop these caravans from overrunning our state, end quote, and called the situation dire. So dire that CBP is requesting the state's help. A few hours later, he said in part, quote, the Biden administration has now flip-flopped to a different strategy.
Right now, thousands of asylum seekers who are migrants are waiting under this bridge in Del Rio. They're waiting to get processed to enter the U.S. According to CBP, there were more than 5,000 recorded encounters with Haitians in Del Rio last month alone.
With the help of federal dollars and rosier revenue projections, the city of San Antonio passing its largest budget ever this afternoon.
The $3.1 billion budget for fiscal year 2022, restoring most of the cuts from the pandemic. It also includes a pay bump for city employees.
And it was the first budget process for 4 of the council members. Garrett Berger joined us from the newsroom right now. Garrett, this got contentious at times today.
Well, absolutely. Districts 1, 2, 3, and 5 all have new council members, several of whom tried, mostly unsuccessfully, to make some last-minute changes to the budget today. For one of them, District 1's Mario Bravo, that was particularly frustrating. His numerous proposals mostly hit a wall, though some were referred for future discussion. Those that went down included dipping into the city's reserves to help with bonding assistance for contractors and using affordable housing money to study how well previous affordable housing investments have worked. Bravo said the process favors a, quote, business-as-usual budget and said he would abstain from voting on this one.
You know, we spent the last 2 months with countless presentations from staff on proposed budgets, but just minutes from us discussing whether or not we agreed. This budget's 452 pages, and not one of my proposals is in it.
Some of the highlights of the budget that did pass include $1 million for each of the districts for capital projects, $35.8 million for affordable housing, and more money for Metro Health. It also includes a new pilot program for responding to mental health calls. Now we'll dig into more of what made it into the budget and what didn't, coming up at 6. Live in the newsroom, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12.
Thank you, Garrett. An update now on a deadly shooting. A man killed in a drive-by shooting identified as Ernest Franks. He died a week ago today near Gibbs Street and North New Braunfels on the east side. San Antonio police say Franks standing in a parking lot with a woman when someone drove up to them and fired multiple shots. Both were taken to BAMC. Franks did not survive. At last check, the woman was in stable condition. No arrests have been made.
San Antonio police also asking for help finding a hit-and-run driver. Let's take a look at what the suspect's vehicle looks like. It's a white 4-door Mitsubishi Lancer. Police say that the driver, a woman, hit a parked car in the 3300 block of Foster Meadows back on September 5th. The victim's car was pushed forward. She was pinned between two vehicles. The victim was hospitalized for severe leg injuries. The driver, though, didn't stop to help and could face a charge of failure to stop and render aid. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP.
Several families now forced to find a place to stay after their homes were destroyed by fire overnight. Flames broke out at the Oak Creek apartment about 12:30 this morning. That's in the 6100 block of Vance Jackson on the northwest side.
One woman says she was rushed to the complex after family members called to tell her they couldn't get out of their front door.
They all had to jump out through their balconies. And I mean, the fire was so intense, it just blew out the whole front. My father's car is parked right here. The fire was so hot, the whole front of his vehicle is burnt in.
No one was injured somehow. A total of 8 units and the leasing office were destroyed or damaged. The American Red Cross is now helping victims. The cause of the fire is being investigated.
COVID testing at our schools a top priority for San Antonio ISD Superintendent Pedro Martinez. But what does the future of COVID testing look like in the district when he leaves later this month? And has testing at schools really impacted the lives of students and families? Tiffany Huertas pays a visit to the Advanced Learning Academy at Fox Tech to see how it's going this year so far.
Thank you. It's a way to keep us safe as well as our students and their families safe.
San Antonio ISD has been working with the nonprofit Community Labs to test students for COVID-19 since last year. The president of Community Labs says Superintendent Pedro Martinez is a strong supporter of testing at schools.
Pedro Martinez has been a supporter of us from the very beginning, and he took a leadership role in wanting testing in his schools to keep as many children in school as possible.
The district says even with Martinez leaving, they will continue to offer free COVID testing.
We catch people who are pre-symptomatic, and you can send home 1 or 2 people who actually are positive, and the rest of the children can continue going to school.
The associate principal at the Advanced Learning Academy says this year, through testing, there have been less than 10 COVID cases reported, and COVID testing has allowed students to continue with their everyday lives.
All of our athletes test every single week and are able to participate after testing.
Each Thursday, students get COVID tested here. Some tell me this makes them feel safer coming to school and going back home.
It helps a lot. My dad's high risk, so it's very helpful that I'm able to get tested and know that I'm going home and I don't have it.
I feel like more people getting tested and knowing that they're safe is helping our school and other communities too.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
The next big step for booster shots could be made tomorrow. An FDA panel expected to review data and could approve all boosters for all vaccinated Americans.
But as ABC's Elizabeth Schultze explains, the CDC won't actually meet till next week to discuss its own recommendations, and that could delay President Biden's hope to make boosters available starting Monday.
The timing of a nationwide campaign to roll out COVID booster shots is in flux. The Biden administration set September 20th as the date to make boosters available to all vaccinated Americans. And states and cities are already making preparations.
The second we get the information, emails, texts sent out proactively to folks who are eligible.
An FDA panel is expected to meet Friday to decide whether to recommend Pfizer's booster shots beyond those who are immunocompromised. In a report reviewing Pfizer's data, the FDA was non-committal, saying vaccines at their currently approved doses still afford protection against severe COVID-19 disease and death in the United States.
Younger, healthier people, they do seem to have more breakthrough infections after a period of time, but they're still really well protected against severe disease.
Pfizer makes the case a third booster shot is needed for those 16 and older, about 6 months after receiving the second dose. And Pfizer suggests reduction in vaccine protection is likely not due to the Delta variant, but instead, vaccine effectiveness decreases with increasing time since being fully vaccinated. President Biden is defending his vaccine mandates amid pushback from Republican governors.
This is the worst kind of politics because it's putting the lives of citizens of their states, especially children, at risk.
A CDC panel will meet next week to decide who should get the Pfizer booster shots and when. That meeting will come after the Biden administration's deadline to roll out the shots. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
If you have a past due balance with San Antonio Water System, it's time to take care of it. If you don't do that, you may get disconnected in October. SAW plans to begin disconnections for non-payment next month. That'll mark the end of the moratorium on service shutoffs implemented when the pandemic began. As of last month, there were more than 60,000 delinquent accounts. For more information on what options you have, head over to KSAT.com.
Turning now to weather, our Adam Caskey not in studio today. We can only keep him here so long, then he's got to get out.
Yeah.
He's got to get out and about. He is instead live from Red McCombs.
It's an important day because it's Thursday, Adam's favorite day of the week. Hot out there, huh, Adam?
Yes, it is. It's sticky. You know, you can feel that trickle of sweat every once in a while because we've got the stickiness and temperatures are above average. And of course, I had to wear the appropriate tie for Thermometer Thursday. We have a nice layering of clouds in the sky, should make for a nice sunset. We're right here, Red McCombs Toyota, I-10, UTSA Boulevard, and I wouldn't call myself a car guy, but I'm a curious guy. So I've been chatting with them about the chip shortage. You see a lot of car lots that have various volumes. And we're going to dive into that, especially at 6 o'clock. Weather-wise right now, we've got 98 in Del Rio in Warren's backyard, 92 in Seguin, 89 Bulverde, 89 in Bernie. Temperatures will be running a little above average for the next few days. I'll be back to talk about our rain chances and even a cold front that's headed our way. Yes, you heard that right. A cold front. We'll see you in a bit.
Thank you, Adam. All right, if you didn't already know, there's a special election at the end of this month. It's to fill the seat of State Representative Leo Pacheco. It's House District 118. He stepped down last month to take a job at San Antonio College. 5 candidates have filed for that election. You can read more about it on KSAT.com. And by the way, the special election is coming up. It is on Tuesday, September 28th. September is also Hispanic Heritage Month, and for the last 3 decades, the Guadalupe Dance Company has been preserving and promoting Hispanic culture through entertainment. Their first performance on September 15th, 1991, during a citywide celebration of Mexico's Independence Day. Fast forward 30 years, and they continue to preserve history through the art of folklorico dancing, music, and all traditional attire, all while inspiring a younger generation to be proud of this heritage.
I think that's why the Guadalupe Dance Company has survived the 30 years, because we're based in tradition, we're informed by our history, but we are able to tell our stories of our community.
The Guadalupe Dance Company has a big performance celebrating its 30th anniversary. It's coming up on October 1st, and you can find all the information on KSAT.com.
Heading to the grocery store anytime soon? Here's something to think about: bacteria on your chicken. Turns out it happens to all of us because current USDA standards, what activists want regulators to cut out, and how to make sure you skip the salmonella when you're cooking chicken at home. Chances are you have chicken in your freezer right now, or maybe you're even prepping it for dinner. Well, you may be surprised to learn that it's perfectly legal for poultry processors to knowingly sell chicken that may be contaminated with dangerous bacteria. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz on how lethal but legal bacteria can end up in our food supply and what you need to know to keep your family safe.
Chicken. It's what's for dinner, but careful cooking is critical so your family doesn't get sick.
Bacteria like salmonella and campylobacter, which are often in raw or undercooked chicken and turkey, are 2 of the leading causes of bacterial foodborne illness in people.
Together, those 2 bacteria kill about 450 people each year and make nearly 2 million people sick, with 28,000 ending up in the hospital. But what consumer advocates say is even more alarming:
poultry processors can legally distribute their products even if they know they contain harmful bacteria.
The USDA allows 9.8% of the whole chickens it tests to be contaminated with salmonella. And when you look at chicken parts and ground chicken, the percentages are even higher. The USDA says it set those standards based on a risk assessment process that estimates the salmonella and campylobacter percentages needed to meet national public health goals. The National Chicken Council says about 90% of chicken processing plants are meeting and exceeding present USDA standards for salmonella on whole chickens and chicken parts. But food safety advocates say that's still not good enough and want the USDA to strive for a zero-tolerance policy. So what can you do to be sure your chicken dinner doesn't make anybody sick? The key is one of these. Use an accurate meat thermometer to see when the chicken has an internal temperature of 165 degrees and is thoroughly cooked. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Looking outside with Sky 12. Boy, it's a pretty day out there, but a little toasty, a little warm.
Yeah, especially compared to yesterday. Yesterday seemed like, okay, it's cooler. Maybe there's a hint of fall. Not so much today. Adam Caskey joins us live from Red McCombs Toyota.
A hint of fall. Spreester, just keep dreaming, my man. Actually, we do have a cool front headed our way as we get into next week. Yes, it's our annual live shot here, Red McCombs Toyota, our wonderful sponsor of Thermometer Thursday, so I like to present them with a few homemade thermometers. And of course, I will announce a winner coming up at 6. I want to point out the clouds we have out here because we've got nice layers to them, particularly some mid and high level clouds, those wispy clouds, those cirrus clouds. Those are going to stay overhead as we near sunset, which means we should get some decent color as we approach sunset. So we have your cameras ready. Sunset is shortly after 7:30 p.m. You go outside and hopefully we'll get some oranges and pinks bouncing off those mid and high level clouds that we have out there. Check this out. How's this for accuracy? 91 degrees on the homemade thermometer. But look where we started the day. Let's talk about our morning low temperatures. Earlier today, we dipped down into the 60s, 67 San Antonio and Pleasanton, as low as 60 in Fredericksburg, 61 Kerrville. So, Steve, you were right. There was a little hint of fall out there, a little taste of fall, but it got erased and disappeared pretty quickly. And you look at the current readings now, we're in the 90s, 91 at the International Airport here in San Antonio, and along I-10 UTSA Boulevard, Red McCombs Toyota as well. And that's accurate, and it's probably the most accurate thermometer that we have in town. But upper 90s along the Rio Grande and farther west of town. We're running a little above average. And you look at the dew points, we feel the stickiness outside. It's muggy, dewy's well into the 60s. Remember, though, it takes that humidity to make some rain and also takes a disturbance or something to lift the air and stir things up. And we do have a little disturbance to talk about. Let's go full screen so you can get this big picture on your television right now. You look at the satellite and radar across the state. You look just north of where we are, and boom, that's where we have this little swirl in the atmosphere. That little swirl will be enough to kickstart a few showers here and there, but I think mainly east of our area, closer to the Gulf coastline and even out over the Gulf of Mexico. Our rain chances here, take a look at them. We're talking about 10%. I mean, we could say 20, but I think that's even a little generous, putting 20%. So I really just think 10% the next couple of days. That includes tomorrow afternoon, Saturday, Sunday afternoons. But here's the thing. You heard us talking for a couple of days now about the potential cold front. And it looks like it's coming together next week. Don't expect, sweatshirt, hooded sweatshirts and sweaters. We're not talking that. We're just talking a noticeable change. And in particular, dew points. Mugginess right now, all the way into the early part of next week, dew points in the 60s. Look at that. When that cold front hits, by Wednesday, Thursday, a lack of humidity. All right, let's get to a quick update on the tropics. We've got some systems out there way out in the Atlantic that are likely to develop into our next tropical cyclones. No threat to us or the Gulf coastline right now. We'll keep you updated. Nothing to worry about. This evening, mostly clear, fairly pleasant, just a little muggy. Calm wind, temps falling down to the mid-70s by midnight. And tomorrow, we start the day at 70. A lot of sunshine, make it up to 95 for the high. Not much of a cooling breeze, though, just light and variable. And looking at the 7-day forecast, mid-90s, just think 70s in the morning, mid-90s in the afternoon all the way through about Tuesday. So this weekend through Tuesday. Then that cold front hits likely Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday evening, and that should kickstart some showers and thunderstorms late on Tuesday, and then cool us down a little bit. Upper 80s is what we're expecting right now for highs Wednesday and Thursday. But the key is the big drop in dew points. Okay, really quickly before we go back to y'all, you can't help but notice this jacked up truck right here, quite a bit taller than me. You almost need like a parachute to get out of it. All I can think of, mud. Where's the biggest mud pit? Oh, baby, that would be fun. Oh, back to you inside.
I'm just glad you color coordinated to match the tundra behind you. I think that's nice.
Christmas gift on the way.
There you go. Well, that's a big Christmas gift.
Huge.
I don't know if I want Kasky to have one of those.
Yeah?
Yeah, could be trouble. All right. I'm not surprised. Could be, yeah. I am not surprised at this announcement today.
Greg Popovich will no longer be the head coach of Team USA men's basketball. The question is, was it his choice? That's the big question. Does this spark speculation of retirement from the Spurs? And it looks like DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be out a long time coming up. Spurs head coach Greg Popovich is one and done as the head coach of the U.S. men's basketball team after winning the gold medal in Tokyo following a rocky start. There were reports of players grumbling about playing the Spurs style of basketball, but the new managing director of the United States men's basketball, Grant Hill, hopes to have a replacement in place by October the 19th.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy says star defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence will miss significant time following surgery to repair his broken foot he suffered during one-on-one pass rush drills during Wednesday's practice. Now he'll be lucky to return to the Cowboys in November if all goes well, according to the NFL Network. And he was not the only Cowboy hurt during yesterday's practice. Defensive line coach and former Cowboy player Leon Lett had to be carted off the field when he was injured during a sled drill. Turns out he suffered a torn quad, also had to have surgery. Now for some good news. The Cowboys will have Zach Martin back at right guard after he had to miss the first game of the season against Tampa Bay after he tested positive for COVID. He was back in pads today for the first time after telling us on Wednesday what the symptoms were like that he suffered from.
I had a lot of head congestion and lost my taste and smell. Sore throat. I was lucky I didn't get bad fevers or anything like that. So was trying to stay active as much as I could last week. Try to get some kind of cardio in so you come back and you're in halfway decent shape. So it was a long week, but I'm happy to be back.
As the Cowboys get Martin back, they still don't have their other starting defensive end, Randy Gregory, who remains in COVID protocol and is doubtful for Sunday's showdown with the Chargers in L.A. Houston starting quarterback Tyrod Taylor is returning to the city where he used to start at quarterback in 2018 after the Browns made Baker Mayfield the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft that year. But during the Week 3 game against the Jets, Taylor suffered a concussion, had to leave the game. Mayfield took over, led the Browns to their first win since 2016, and has been their starter ever since. So what does Taylor remember about his one season with the Browns?
Obviously, it didn't end the way that I wanted it to end, but I think I grew as a person during that year, dealing with adversity, also becoming more of a vocal leader than I had before. Up until that time, I mean, that team that we had in Cleveland in 2018 was fairly young, so you had to find different ways to lead. And, of course, at the time I was 28. I think I was like the third oldest on the team.
How about that? The oldest on the team at 28. We'll wrap it up after this.
Thanks so much for watching the News at 5 with us.
World News up next. We'll see you back here at 6.